Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have some project shares for KSCraft. I made these projects using some of the March release dies. Hannah sent me the full release, so I'm so excited to share with you what I've made. Just a few projects, but really, really cute. So I'll link all of the dies that I use down below in the description box. Those will be found in the AliExpress store. And yeah, let's get started. So the first set that I used is this one. This is called the New Swap Words, and they're beautiful script font with shadows. I'll take you through them when I show you my examples, but they're perfect for your swaps. They're perfect for labeling things in your own craft room. So let me show you what I put together. This first one is flowers, and it's just so pretty the way that the font is, and it's easy to put together because everything is one piece except for the dots over the eyes. So I used a floral print for the shadow for all of them, and kind of like a hot pink textured solid color for the words themselves. So the word flowers measures 3 inches, and that's about an inch top to bottom. So great for cards, you know, whatever kind of project you're making. So there's flowers. Here we have paper clips. There's that dot over the eye. So pretty. And if you like to label things in your craft room like I do, this will be perfect for that. Cabochons. When was the last time you saw a cabochon die? So that's great, especially if you're packaging up things to send to your friends. In swaps, it's perfect. Washi. I mean, I have lots of washi drawers. I think this would be perfect to add to my drawers. Here's stamps. And then we have bows. So pretty. I just love the font. And then doilies. These are all, you know, craft supplies that we use and that we send to other people. And then the last one is trim. So yeah, great words for your craft room to send to your crafty friends. It comes with all 8 with the backing, so that's super cute. So that's the first set I wanted to show you. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is called the 3D Spring Bag, and you can either get this in the smaller size or the larger one. I'll link them both, or I'll link the listing and you pick at the listing which one you want. So the smaller die set comes with all of these dies. So it comes with the bag itself, and you would cut this out twice for the front, the back, and then the sides overlap to make them nice and strong. It comes with layering pieces for each section. It also comes with the layering piece for the handle, more layering pieces for the handle. The circle will cut the loop or the circle out from the backing or the main piece. And this is the bottom. It's so easy to put together, you guys. Really a pleasure. So you can make a whole bunch of them. And then it comes with the label too if you want to use that. So that's the smaller one. And then the larger one comes with the same dies, just bigger. Actually, some of them are the same, some are different. So you'll see that the main die is just the front or the back of the bag. Then you would add 2 of these. These are the side pieces, just because this is, you know, pretty big as it is. So if it was going to be all one piece for the larger bag, it would be really big. So it comes in different sections for that, but otherwise comes with the bottom, layering pieces, a label or a tag, and then layering pieces for the handle of the bag. So let me show you the small one I made first. So this is it, and it's so pretty, I think. I used some really cute spring papers. This flower one is a new one that I showed you in my latest haul from Lawn Fawn. Their new, I think it's called like Bitty Blooms paper. So I used that. I used some yellow AC cardstock for the construction of my bag, and did all the layering pieces. I love like this little like zigzag pattern for the handle, and then it has a stitch layering piece for that. So I used that floral paper for the sides and the back and the front of the bag. You could alternate that if you want, do something different with the sides. I just wanted to keep it kind of, you know, the same. And then I used the label to make a tag. You could put it, you know, just put it right on your bag if you wanted to, but I didn't really want to cover up the pattern of the bag. I just thought the label's kind of big. So I made it into a tag, and I punched a hole and installed an eyelet with my crocodile. And then the word Hello Crafter comes from, or the phrase Hello Crafter comes from another new die set that is called, this one's called the Swap Sentiment Shadow Words. So I didn't cut all these out. I cut out Hello Crafter and then another one on the next bag I'll show you. But it comes with Handmade with Love. It's a pleasure swapping for my swap partner, enjoy my friend, and Hello Crafter. So that's what I used Hello Crafter for. I used some yellow glitter paper for the sentiment, the same pink texture paper that I used for the handle, I used for the shadow, and it just fits on that tag. So I think it looks really cute. Use some gingham paper. I had this pretty teal ribbon in my stash and it felt like it would curl, so I did curl it with my scissors, and it just looks so cute, I think. And in the bag I just put the circles that cut out from all of the pieces that I die cut just to keep, because they're, you know, they'll be great for rosettes or for other projects, so I'm going to save those. And I did use the layering piece on the bottom of the box, as you could see, just to kind of finish it off. But yeah, you can see the glue tabs in there, just easy to put together. Let's measure this. Top to bottom, it is about 5.5 inches. And then side to side at the widest part, it is about 4 and a little over 4 1/4. And then, let's see, I'll measure the bottom to show you how deep it is. It's about 1 3/4. So even though it's a smaller size bag, it is a good size. So it'd be really cute to put, you know, embellishments or, you know, use it for gifts, favors, whatever. So that's the first one. And the bigger one looks like this. So you can see the different comparison of the sizes. So I used the same paper pad for this bag, and I used different papers, but still coordinate for the handle of the bag. I used the big label for this, and you could see it would cover up a big part of the bag if I put it on the bag. So I just wanted to make it into a tag. And just for you, I used some teal glitter paper and just, you know, coordinating papers for that. I think I will probably add some more embellishments to this, but I didn't get to that yet. I used some pretty pink ribbon to tie that onto my bag. And yeah, it looks very similar to the smaller one. Again, I just put my circles in here that I cut out from the different dies. And they'll be good to have on hand. So that's what the inside of the bag looks like. Really nice size. This one measures, let's see, it's about 6 3/4 top to bottom. And then at the widest part, it is about 5 1/4, a little bit more. And then let's see how deep it is. This one is a little over maybe 2 1/8 inches deep. So pretty. I love these bags. They're so cute. The jelly bags, I love those too, but it's nice to have a solid panel. You know, it gives you more freedom of decorating, I think, makes it a little bit more sturdier, and it's just easy to cut out. So, you know, and you can layer it as much as you want. You don't have to worry about matching up the jelly tote lines. So I like that it's closed. That's a nice change. It looks like a beach bag to me too, like a beach tote bag. So I think that would be fun to customize for the summer. So those are those projects, and I have one more to share with you today. Let's go. Which way am I going? Okay, this way. All right. This set is called the 3D Tall Market stand. So it comes with all of these dies, and it's super easy to put together. There are not layering pieces, but if you want to, you can layer it yourself. I wanted to make mine really sturdy, so I cut the front and back out, or the front and sides out twice, 2 for the sides, 1 for the front, 1 for the back. And then I cut them out again out of pattern paper, and I just cut the glue tabs off, glued that onto my, you know, base piece before I put it together. And that way I had, you know, a really pretty pattern paper, but it's nice and sturdy because I used that sturdy paper to construct the stand. So sides, front and back. Here's the bottom. Well, it's like the shelf. You cut this out twice to make 2 different shelves. Here is the roof, and it does come with embossed lines and then layering pieces, this one here and this one, that you can layer it, make it look like an awning if you want to. There is the layering piece for the shelves. It comes with, this might be my favorite part of the set, these cute little scalloped bags. They look like little shopping bags. They have gussets in the sides. I'll show you those. And then it comes with a label as well. I don't know if I used this. Yeah, I don't think I did, but you know, great to have. regardless. And then it comes with these, like, if you want to make it like a candy stand or something, it comes with these lollipops with layering pieces. I didn't use them. Little candy, well, this is a lollipop, and then it comes with candies too, with candy swirls. I just didn't use those in mine because mine is more of like a flower stand, but if you want to make it candy, there's the option there. So let me figure out how to show this to you. Maybe I'll show you the cute little bags first. Okay, so here's one of the little bags, and look at how cute and tiny it is. And then for the little label for it, isn't that cute and tiny? Let me see if that'll focus. There we go. I used the Memory Place My Dear Friend collection, and the 8x8 paper pack, it comes with a cover sheet that has just like little examples of everything that's inside, and that's where this comes from. So I did all of the little bags with labels like that. And then the papers I used for this project come from this paper pad called Pretty Posy. It's by First Edition. I got this at Joann's, and I actually have a spare of this. I love this paper pad so much. I save all my teeny tiny scraps because I just love it. It's so pretty and floral, and yeah. So I used that for the bag, and you can see that it's double-sided, so it looks really nice in both the inside and the outside. And you just cut out 2 of those little bags and glue them together, fold along the gussets, and it's just so cute. Look at the scallop top. And then I added these little paper flowers that I had in my stash because I think they just look so cute in there. So let me measure this bag for you. I think this set is worth it just for these bags. They are the cutest. So that is about 1.5 inches top to bottom. They're about 1 inch and almost 1/8 side to side, or yeah, side to side. And then they are about, let's see, 5/8, yeah, about 5/8 inches deep, just to give you an idea. So there's that one. And then I made this one too. I just used some gingham paper in my stash. Aren't they adorable? Oh, just love them. And then here's another one with that First Edition paper pad. Sorry, I gotta make sure we're focusing before I move on. Okay, and then here's the last one. Just adorable, I thought. Okay, and let me get the stand out for you. Hold on one sec. Isn't this so pretty? So I did use that paper pad, the Pretty Posy. And I used some pieces of ephemera from that Memory Place collection as well. Flowers comes from the die set from KSCraft, the first one that I showed you. And I popped that up on some foam. I cut the shadow piece out of foam as well as the white backing. I glued on some clay heart bits and then added some Lawn Fawn clear glaze just to give some dimension to the centers. I made this label with another die that I had in my stash just to kind of set off the word flowers. And for the pieces of ephemera, I added some stickles and some Lawn Fawn clear glaze as well. For the roof of the flower stand, I did alternate every slat with some pink textured paper. I just thought that looked nice, made it look like an awning. This is a really nice and sturdy stand because I made it with 110-pound paper, white paper, as you can see, and then I did cover it with the Pretty Posy paper, which is nice heavy-duty cardstock, so it's just really nice and solid. So you cut out 2 of the shelves and glue them on with the glue tabs, and then add some layering pieces. I suggest doing that before you put it together. I added the layering pieces for the shelves after, so it was kind of hard to get it in there. So yeah, do that before. So this is what it looks like. It's so cute, I think. Let me measure this. And there are so many different ways you can use this. I have it as a flower stand. You can, have it as a candy stand, like Hannah suggests with those dies. Whatever you want to do, I think would be really fun. Cabochons, use one of those dies, that the label dies. This is about 5 3/8 side to side, top to bottom. It is, let's see, can you see this? It is about 6 3/4, and then it is about 3 3/8 inches deep. So you can fit lots of stuff in there. I brought over these cute little beads that I'd gotten from Temu a while back, and they're just the perfect size to fit on top here, and you could just put them into the side like this. So it's going to be kind of hard to show you, but I'm going to put them in there. And then I did put those little bags of flowers in the bottom shelf. And so that looks like, it's hard to show because I can't tilt it, but I'll post a picture because I'm going to go ahead and take a picture for Hannah so she could add it to the product page, and you'll see exactly what it looks like when it is all put together. But it's so cute. Put these down here. Oops. And then what I did was I put a couple of the flower bags in the front. And it's just such a nice little scene, I think. So yeah, I'll insert a picture here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But I just love this little stand. It's so cute. It's really easy to put together. If anybody wants a tutorial, if you have the die set, you're not sure, please let me know. I'd be happy to put one together. And it would give me a good excuse to make another one. So yeah, that is it, everybody. I hope you like these projects. I love them. I really, really had a great time making them. Every time I get out my KSCraft dies, I just know I'm going to have fun creating. It's going to turn out nice. They're worth your time. They're worth the money. They're so affordable, and it's just a pleasure to work with Hannah. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Nicole, for designing these beautiful, beautiful die sets. And that is it. So everything will be linked down below. Any questions, please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you think about these as well. And please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll have more projects coming from this month as well as other months. So have a great day, everyone. And I'll be back soon with the next crafty video. Take care. Bye.